Hello again. Weird way to start, but oh well. I want to do this video of basically shitting out to say to trans guys. I've had the idea for it for a while, and I know that there's already a few out there, which is why I'm doing this based on stuff people have said to me, but I know that a lot of other trans guys will have had that said to them as well, but these are just the ones that pop out the most. I want to try and do this all in one take, but that's probably not going to happen, so I just want to make it a bit easier. I can't be bothered chopping bits out and shit, so. Right, so, when people come up and they say, "What's your real name?" My real name's Matthew, what's your real name? It really bugs me when people ask, "What's your real name?" because you tell them your name you go by, and they're like, "Yeah, but what's your real name?" I'm hiding my photo in this because that's embarrassing. That's backwards, but that's my name. Matthew. That's my real name. There you go. Second one is, I've got these written on my phone, that's why I'm looking down. Second one is when people come up and ask, "What is in your pants? What junk do you have?" Now, this is where I was ready to go off on one. Not too long ago, me and a friend, we were at a park, and a bunch of complete strangers, I don't know how they recognised me, but complete strangers, I've never seen them before in my life, never spoke to them or anything. That was my first time ever communicating with them, or whatever the fuck you want to put it. They came up to me and went, "You used to be a girl," and I was like, "No, always been a boy, thanks for that, just go away, you're fueling my anxiety." And then, I don't even know how many of them, about 4 of them were like, "What's in your pants?" basically. They were like, "Do you have a dick?" Who goes up to a complete stranger and asks if they have a dick? Like, how could you even be comfortable doing that? I just don't get it. Third one, when people say, "Oh, why do you want to be a boy?" Simple answer, I don't want to be a boy, I am a boy. And that's probably the answer you'll get from every trans guy. We're not trying to be something, we are something. Shit got deep there. My favourite one. Have you had the surgery? Just the surgery. None in particular. This one always makes me laugh. Because, what surgery are you talking about? There's so many. Specify. End of that note. Whatever surgery anyone's had has nothing to do with you, so don't ask it anyway. Here's one that really annoys me. It's mainly girls I've heard this one from. What face did I just pull there? It's mainly girls I've heard this one from. When they say, "You're so lucky." I'm lucky. Trans guys are lucky. Do you know the amount of shit we have to go through to get to where we need to be? How do you have sex? Or I've got it written down as, how do you have the sex? Because I'm immature and that's funny. The only thing I could say back to this is, if you think the only way to have sex is by sticking your dick in someone, then it's unfortunate to be you. Sorry, I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm looking at myself because I need to see what faces I'm pulling. When the amount of times people have said this to me, would it not be easier to stay a girl and be a lesbian? Let that sink in. This is where you've really got to It just really annoys me. Gender identity and sexuality, they're not one thing, they're separate. And I can't say it enough. But some people just will never get that that's different. Some people just think, oh, the chromosomes you've got, that's what you are. Chromosomes are not fucking... People will say, you'll get those people that will say, you're not so-and-so because you've got whatever chromosomes. Gender identity is up here, it's what you identify as. Some fucking chromosome cell things are not identifying as something. This makes no sense. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I can't put that into words for it to actually make sense. Your chromosomes aren't your identification. Probably doesn't even make sense. Gender is here. Sex is down there. Chromosomes are inside you. When people try to give you a compliment and they don't actually realise that it's kind of like not the best thing to say. When they say, you're pretty or you're good looking for a trans guy, it's like, I never know how to take that. Do I take it as a compliment? Or what? Like, cheers for saying I'm pretty, but for a trans guy, all us trans guys, we're fucking beautiful. It's true. And the final one, probably my least favourite, because this one really annoys me. I would have never guessed you are a girl. And it's never you were, it's always you are. I just don't get it. They'll be calling you he, him pronouns, and they'll be using the name you're going by, which for me is Matthew. So they're calling me he, and they're calling me him, and they're calling us Matthew. But they're also saying, I never would have guessed you were a girl. Want to know how you never would have guessed? Because I'm not. Simple answer to that. That's all there is to say about that. This is probably like such a bad video, but I wanted to make this for a while. Just the main things that like pop out to me. The most common things that are said to me and asked. Because really it's quite funny that people they just don't have an understanding of it. And it's really not that hard to understand. You can easily go and Google these things or ask someone. Like, pretty sure any trans guy you speak to, most likely they'll be fine to answer questions you've got. It's when you be all shady about what you're saying and like say it behind their back and shit like that. That's what annoys us. Just come up and ask. But don't ask any of these things I've just said because they are not appropriate, and it feels like a punch to the throat when people say them and bring them up to you, and they just give you a lot of anxiety. So, well, they give me a lot of anxiety. I don't know about everyone else. I'm not everyone else. I'm just going off on so many other things here. I think that's pretty much all I've got to say. This was my shit not to say to trans guys video. I hope I don't need to edit too much, because it can't be bothered chopping shit out. Right, well, bye.